Hi everyone, my name is Liz, and in today's video I'm going to talk about what we call business casual. It can also be called workwear, it can be called office outfits, it can be called shop outfits, it can be called being dull, nonsense, not bored, but dull and boring and whatever. However, it is the kind of outfit that we use in the offices, and I work a 9 to 5 myself every day. And I've been doing that for several years. So I'll be using this as my uniform or the outfits I we're wearing on the office. It is also what I have had written into my the dress code of the office place, that I am to look in a certain way, particularly when I'm customer facing, that be the customers being in my my office, or whether it is me going out to the customers' offices to presentate or meet clients or whatever it is. However, some years back I was also teaching at what we call Dress for Success, which was telling young men and women how they can dress for the office and or the shop or wherever it is that you're working. In the same time as you can, through little tips and tricks, you can do a little bit of what's called quiet noise with your outfit, and thereby you can be noticed or discovered in the office environment. I'm not saying that's going to help you to success and progress your career, but I have seen several examples of it, and it's also what I have done myself. So, in this video, who might be a two-parter depending on how long time it takes, I will be showing you the plain general outfit that I will be using in the office. That be pants, dresses, light, dark, winter, and so forth. On specific on winter and autumn, since that's where we're going at the moment. In the same time as I will also show you different variations, but I will also show you how to do this quiet noise in different variations. I'll be talking a little bit about the do's and the don'ts along this video. So, if that's something who interests you, then please stick along for the ride. Thanks. So, we will be starting with the most normal outfits clothing. White shirt, black pants. You can wear white shoes, you can wear black shoes, you can wear any shoes at all. I have chosen to wear this white white one with a little bit of heel on it. It's comfortable enough for me to walk in it all day, which is something that you should also be considering when you're choosing your shoes. Even if you're in the office, you're still going to be walking a lot. Walking and standing quite a bit at least. I walk a lot, I stand a lot. So it should be shoes that I can be in all day long. So don't put on some new shoes that you just bought that you hasn't walked in, because your feet is going to kill you. And if you're in a shop, you have to be particularly aware of this shoe thing. You will be standing and walking all day in a shop, so you would want comfortable feet, or as comfortable as possible anyway. So this is the general attire. White shirt, button down shirt, and a pair of black pants. Some call them suit pants, some call them office pants. I call them suit pants, so that's what I'm going to be calling them throughout the video. These one have a bit of a wide leg, because I don't think that you should be showing too much out of your figure or whatever. I don't want too tight pants on anyway when I'm sitting at a desk, most of the day. I want them to be comfortable wearing, and I don't want to feel restricted, because that will make me feel uncomfortable. That would also make me feel uncertain on myself, and I want to shine confidence, particularly if I'm customer facing, but also towards my colleagues. I want to feel comfortable, I want to show confidence, and this is a plain enough outfit for me to do so. You can of course put the shirt down the pants if that's what you would want to do. Here I hasn't done it, but you can do it. So if it's now we're going into autumn, winter, you can put on a plain black cardigan like this one to wear with the outfit. Just sling it on your shoulders or drape it around your shoulders. What I will do is I will probably wear it like this, just draped over my shoulders, and just keep it like that for the whole day. Or in case I then get cold, I can then put it on. If I get a little more cold than this, I will drape it around my shoulders like this, and then just walk through the day like this. So yeah, that's the more plain option, is a cardigan, black cardigan to match with the black pants. But what you can also do is, if you want to dress up a bit and thereby stand out a bit more, is that you can put on a black jacket like this one, for example. And again, you can't put this one over your shoulders with just the sleeves running, but you can have it just draped over your shoulders like this, and that will give you a bit of warmth without giving you the complete warm thing on. Or you can of course put it completely on if you're cold. So let me just see here. Like this, and then just have a general black jacket on. And that is probably the most normal outfit for the office. But like I said, you can spice it up a little bit so that you stand out from the crowd and then get noticed. And here's a few easy and rather cheap tricks to do that, because you don't need to blow the bank for it. Option number one to spice it up a bit is a scarf. And you can just simply, just by hanging it around yourself, you now don't look that much apart that you're gonna go, oh my god, just look at her. But it is going to give you a little bit of extra something. If you also have like, you can like tie it up. Let me see how much I can see here. Like tie it up like a tie, for example, if that's what you want to do. I'm just using the camera mirror here to tie it up. I will probably not do this much with a jacket on, but then I'll probably use something else. But if you're just wearing the shirt, you can see how it is giving another reflection of your personality. Wearing a jacket, I will probably most likely just do like this. That would also keep my throat pretty warm. And in the office environment where there are a lot of people working, and there's always some kind of issue with the air condition and the heating. Some feel hot, some feel warm, some feel this, some feel that. And if you're sitting very close to the air conditioning, at least I have noticed that quite a bit, then I normally get like a tender throat or something. So a scarf is a good way to just stand a little bit out. If you're a little bit more brave than that, you can of course start dressing it up a little bit more, and let's have a look at that one. So before we talked about the all black and white outfits, and in many offices still today, but particularly quite some years back, you wasn't allowed to wear anything else than black and white. When I started in the office, that was all I was allowed to wear, black and white. Then after a year or two, we were also allowed to wear grey. After again some years, we were also allowed to wear brown. Today it's a little more loosely dress code, but it's still limited to no sharp colors, no t-shirts or sweatshirts, and no jeans, for example. But it varies from office to office, and if you're in doubt, ask your manager. He or she should know. Another way you can dress up a little bit easily, simply just changing the scarf color, because putting it on and throwing it out is just sending it a little bit more of a message of I'm here. So technically seen, I could now get noticed by, for example, I was noticed for a project manager position one time, simply just because I was her with the purple jacket. It was dark purple jacket, but that was literally just what got me noticed. So you can dress it up a little bit with just wearing a other color scarf. This one's green, and green is good because green is actually sending out positive vibes, according to those who know what they're talking about. I'm not a psychologist, I don't know about that, but that's what I read anyway. I do think though that green is also both a quiet color in the same time as it's making just a little bit of noise, and thereby you get into this area of quiet noise. We're now moving on to what is generally known as the female suit, which is any type of blouse, white, black, striped, white and black, striped, grey, white, black, grey, striped, grey, white, any kind of those combinations, but normally not ticked shirts like quarter. Nope, just stripes or plain. And then a black pencil skirt, and normally just above the knees or just under the knees, and then a pair of black stilettos, which is these ones, not particularly high, but still stilettos. In autumn winter I would be putting up some tights with it. It could be skin colored, and normally, excuse my phone, normally dark skin colored tights, plain tights, or black tights. But it's not that cold yet, and in the summertime I will be wearing bare legs as much as I possibly can. This is the kind of attire that I will be wearing when I'm going out to customers for customer meetings, customer presentations, or to hold larger talks. Yeah, to chair larger talks. This was kind of the outfit that I will be wearing. I will, of course, as always, put numbers on the outfits as I'm wearing them, and then put somewhere where you can buy something similar. This time I will be putting both in something more affordable, and for those of you who want to make an investment, I'm putting in something a little more expensive if I can find something in reasonable pricing. So this is the general female outfit. Again, you can just swipe it up a bit with a scarf in case that this is the look you want to go for, and just thereby stand a little bit apart from the rest in the office. But you could also wear a chunk necklace, for example, or you could wear some bracelets. Be aware of the bracelets can do quite some noise, and that might irritate some of those co-workers in the office space. You don't want to be her with the noisy bracelets. That's not a positive look. Another thing that you could do to do just something just a little bit quiet, but still in order for you to get noticed, is put on a different hair accessory. So I have a few here, like these ones. If you put any of these ones in your hair, that can just help you to stand out a little bit. And then again, the quiet noise thing. You can wear this with, again, a cardigan or jacket, but I would never wear a pencil skirt like this with a cardigan. I would always put on a jacket because I just think it looks a little more elegant. And here you can again use to stand a little bit out, like for example my dark purple jacket I was wearing back then. So yes, option number 2. So you can of course also always wear, or normally always wear, a grey skirt. And here I jumped into a grey skirt who have some pattern on it, very solid, very weak pattern on it. I don't know if you can see here, but it does have a little bit of a trick pattern here, almost invisible. And then of course also it does have some buttons in it, and then it got a little bit of a swing to the skirt. So if you prefer not to be locked in the pencil skirt, who can sometimes be restrictive in movement, then this is a great option. And yeah, so what to wear with it? Well, you can wear a few things. First, let's think about shoes. You can think about wearing high knee boot, like these ones, not particularly high, comfortable enough to wear all day, but still quite great to wear. Or you can wear the same shoes as we had on before, which is these ones with a little bit of a ankle strap to them. Also a great options. Again, I would just say that these ones are a bit high, so if you're not comfortable wearing high heel shoes, then don't wear these ones. But you could actually also wear some ballerinas. These ones have a little bit of a pattern, totally anonymous pattern. I don't know if you can see, here's a bit of a pattern into there, and then of course a bow. But they are very anonymous, and it is quite possible and ordinary for me as well to wear shoes like that with the tights, so that you won't, they will fall completely in with the, or they will totally match up with the tights, so that you don't notice them that much. And you really don't want people to maybe be, and sometimes you don't want people to be looking at your shoes. However, I am quite famous in my office anyway to wear bald shoes, just because I'm a shoe junkie. My manager teasing me quite a bit about that, asking me several times how many new shoes I bought. So I might wear a pair of low boots like this, like these ones. But for this particular outfit, let's just stick with the ballerinas, and then just start them up with that. So very quick outfit. Again, we can just start adding up. This is a buildable outfit. You can just start adding up. So let me show you how that one works. Let's try adding in a belt here, just the general belt, and see how that looks. You can always try out your looks at home in front of the mirror. And if you're not sure how it looks, use your mobile phone to take a few snaps of yourself, and then have a look back and see how you think it looks. It's always a great way to experiment with how things is looking. So, like this, a completely different outfit now. Well, not completely, but it is a different outfit, and it is giving you some different ideas. I've also switched out the ballerinas with the boots, the ankle boots here, so I got a little bit of heel, which again gives a different style to the same outfit. So you don't need to own 50 outfits. You just need to have a few where you can combine and put things together, and thereby make different outfits, one outfit for each day of the week, so that everybody can see you are changing clothing and using different styles. So just a tip. So the next thing we can try on with is this vest. That's a vest with a little bit of a stripe in. It's not a very visible one. It's just a little bit of a stripe, and that would change up our outfit again to make it a little bit more interesting, and still keeping it very classical. So I have a mirror over here. I just need to look into to see that things is looking okay. So like that, or you can just fold it up to match with the. So nah, that doesn't look as good. So let's just keep it like this. So now hiding up the buttons a bit, you're getting a different look. So as you can see, I hasn't used a lot of money going buying 10 different outfits. I just put on a belt or put on some other shoes, or boots in this case, and then a vest, and then a gilet. Now it looks different again, and this one is actually from second hand, so it doesn't have to be expensive. Go to your local second hand, for example, and have a look through what they got. They might have some total classical timeless pieces that you can use again and again with different outfits. It doesn't have to cost a bank. Another option is sweaters like this. Again, totally timeless, and this one's also from a second-hand shop. So again, it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg to get dressed to go to work. It doesn't. Just put this one on here, and let's have a look on how that look. This is definitely a warmer option for when we get into the winter month and it might be cold outside and you need some extra warmth. So again, this is another option to wear. You still have the same, we still have the same tights, boots, shirt on underneath, and in case it get warm, I'm also still wearing the belt, so I can just take off the shirt and then put it around my shoulders or something, which again is a little bit of a mix-max of the look. As you can see, if you just need a little bit of warmth, then you can also just put the sweaters around your shoulders and then just keep it there. And you also don't forget to forget it's in a chair somewhere. So if you feel like you have the legs for it, you can also wear something like this one, who have like a small red stripe down it, who's actually quite a bit shorter. As you can see here, it is a bit shorter, but I would really not, when I put it on, it actually is even shorter. So don't let yourself fool out just taking out a piece of clothing when you're out shopping and then holding out and say, oh, it's going to be this long. Once you put it on, it won't be that long. Let me show you. So as you saw on the hanger, it looks like it's going beneath my knee, but once I put it on, it's above the knee. The reason for that is we got this booty here, and that one is going to take up some room, and you might also have something here, a bit of a belly who's taking up a bit of room. So be aware of that. You can't just take it on the hanger and hold it up and say, oh, it's going to be this long, because it's not. It's going to be a couple of inches smaller than that, or shorter than that. Not small. Not, don't know what that was. So be aware of that. There might be a few differences in this. Just a tip for when you're out shopping. On this one, I would put my shirt outside, but you can of course also put it inside. That's all up to you, how you want your shirt to be. And again, you can of course pair all these things with your sweaters, your vest, your jacket, your blazer, your whatever you have that you want to pair it with, depending on how warm and cold it is. Let's have a little talk about tights. I have tights in all colors for winter use. Now if you live in a warmer climate and environment, you might not need tights, but here in Ireland it's actually pretty cold. So I have tights that's brown, light brown, dark brown, thick, thin, and a lot with invisible toes and heels, because if you wear slingbacks, it doesn't look particularly good to have like that you can see the heel in the stocking. If you want to wear sandals in winter time wearing tights, it doesn't look great if you have like this extra toe thing on them that is like thicker. I personally don't wear sandals and tights, but you do you. Just before we're moving on to the lighter colors, this is a real bold one. So it's a leather skirt, mini skirt, and then it is a jacket and shirt with some little bit of a invisible pattern in it, as I call it. I actually don't know what you call this pattern. If anybody of you know, let me know in the comments down below. So you can of course just wear it with the skirt and the blouse. Now this is, I would probably go to a skirt around here, but I would say anything shorter than this you shouldn't really be wearing in the office. I personally wouldn't. Even when I'm wearing shorter skirts, I would always put a pair of tights underneath. That's probably just me who have this idea, but yeah, that's how I am. That's how I think. Anyway, we do have a matching jacket that you can choose to put on or just draped over your shoulders here, depending on how warm or cold you think it is. If it's warmer, I would just leave it at home, literally. Wouldn't even bother to bring it. So that's that. Shoes, I will probably go for some anonymous black shoes with this one. Going back to the flats, here, I will probably put these ones on, or I'll put up some black shoes, because I wouldn't really want to draw attention away from my outfit wearing this sharp blue one. That's really the reason why I'm putting on blue, is because that I would want this one to be the one standing out. Going to the office, I would definitely have like a big bag where I can have all my stuff in, like laptops and whatever else, chargers and God knows what else that you would need in there. But I would also carry a smaller bag who would be matched off with my outfit. This one is exactly the same color as my outfit. You see it almost melding in with my outfit. And it also have like a strap, so you can use it like a shoulder strap in case that you wanted a crossbody. So both options. And then I would just have my things like keys, wallet and whatever else you will need in here, so that I could just easily grab this one and go to the canteen or for a walk with my colleagues or whatever, without having to put the backpack or the big bag that you also, where you carry laptops and everything else. And I would just leave that at the desk and then just bring the small bag with me around the office setting. So for the next couple of outfits, I'm gonna wear this t-shirt, and I don't know if you can see it, but it is actually a bit creased, and that's on fully purpose, because as you will see in a minute when I'm putting on my suit, that you can spend a lot of time doing yourself up, like making yourself look perfect, and put a lot of effort into what you... We'll just have a little visitor here. Put up a lot of effort into what you look like, and to look really professional, and to look really amazing and fantastic, and doing your hair and your makeup and everything, and then you're wearing something creased, and that's actually giving you away, and it doesn't look particularly good, and it also makes the whole thing kind of fall to the floor, if you can say that. So that no matter how much effort you put into your outfit, then wear something who's creased, it's just gonna look not as good as it could do, and it's just gonna show that you don't really have attention to detail, and that's just not a great look to put out there, particularly in a work environment. So let me just put on a suit and I'll show you what I mean. So as you see, and I put on this pinky suit. It's from Asos, and it looks really good. It looks really put together, and it looks really like I thought about my outfit. And I would probably pair it with a pair of shoes, sandals like these ones. Who's like these ones, yeah. We have a little bit of a bold pattern on with these knits here. So I would put this one on in a little while, and then you can see the whole outfit. It looks very put together, except for the fact that I have a very creased t-shirt underneath, and that's just a total giveaway that I don't have attention to details, and that's just not a great, it's just not the look that we're going for. We want to go for the look who's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm all about, and I have great attention to details, so hire me for a great job or promotion, or even if you go into a job interview, because job interviewing is a lot the same thing. If you are going for an interview at an office setting, a sales position in a shop or something like that, you want to look like you belong, and you want them to notice that You're really put together, you know what you're doing, you have great attention to detail, and you will be a great employee. But if you then come up and have a great outfit on like this one, that I really think look extremely well, extremely good it's called, and it really look professional, and then you come in and they notice that you're wearing this creased shirt, then, well, it can cost a lot. That's just the facts of it. So please iron your shirts or whatever it is, iron your stuff, and make sure that you have a color coordination, particularly if you're going to interview. This suit with this light pink color is already standing out and make me stand out. So does the shoes with this, what do you call them? I actually don't know what you call them, but that actually looks really great, really put together. So I don't want to be then getting an unprofessional stamp on me because I'm wearing a creased shirt. So it's a very easy thing to fix. Another thing could be like if you have any loose threads. So just have a look at your clothing before you put them on. Take them out. I always take mine out on the evening before I'm going to the office, and then have a look through that. Are there any loose threads that I need to be cutting off? Are there any marks? Women, and me included, we get makeup on stuff. Are there any makeup on? Then if I can remove it, I will, or I will just simply throw it to wash and give it a wash. And it's not always that you notice when you're putting it on or taking it off, for that matter. You just have to look through before we put it on. Have a look, does it need a quick ironing? Does it need any kind of color coordinations? If you have a set like this, this is a suit, and they're completely color coordinated. If you have that, make sure to wash them together, because if not, then you can have like if you wash the pants more than the jacket, then certainly they will have two different colors and then they don't match anymore. So does that mean that you can't deliberately wear two different colors? No, of course not. I'm doing that all the time. I'm a blazer fanatic, so I'm wearing different kind of blazers and jackets and what have we not for different pants all the time, or different skirts for that matter, all the time. It's perfectly okay. Then you just have to show that it's a deliberately thing you've done this deliberately. You have been thinking about that you wanted to wear two different colors, so that's fine. If you do that, make sure that, for example, if you have a different color blazer, I have one here, who's not particularly neutral either. It's like reddish. I don't know if you can see, but these two colors, they will not be good together. Then I have one who's like all light brown sandish color. That would be a good match, because then it will be the pants who will be standing out. So that would be a good match. But yeah, you can, there's endless possibilities for something that doesn't have to cost you a lot. And like I said, if you have an issue, look through secondhand. I do that on a regular basis, looking through secondhand. And I actually got quite good options there. But attention to details. So what do we do for overcoat, etc.? So I would in winter time normally go for, if I can get it down, yeah, something like this. It's a total neutral camel colored coat, and it goes with just about anything, and that's the point, because just putting this one on, it won't really show the difference, or it won't like be two different colors who's like screaming away from each other or something like that. So I can wear this coat with any type of pants or skirt or dress for that matter. It will be neutral enough. It's also very warm actually, and it's still elegant and nice. I think this one's from TK Maxx, to be quite honest. So again, you don't have to, it doesn't have to cost them like an arm and a leg. Another great option who's also totally neutral is a trench coat like this one. So again, it will be total neutral, so you can have it on to any color or any color combination. It will give you a little more coverage as it's longer. But again, it will not be difficult to drive car with. For example, if you are driving like I am, then it won't be so long that it kind of get in the way. But it's also a total neutral one who makes a great alternative for, yeah, winter coating, or as a winter coat. Another thing you could do, which I does a lot, particularly when I wear a suit, I don't really want to put on a coat that's like curling up the arm or creasing the arms on my jacket or my blazer. So if I just need a little bit more coverage, then I will be putting on a cape like this one, gray. So again, neutral. It does have holes for the arms here so that I can move, and which is a great thing when driving, that you can have your arms free. And it's quite easy to just click button up and then use. I have one in black as well, all black, so that I have two different. It doesn't have any fake fur around the neck or the arms here. But this one is actually hot, quite warm, it's called. This is warm enough to where if you're having like a blazer, if you're wearing like a blazer or something like that underneath, it's actually warm enough even in the colder month. And it's a great option for another coat or another jacket. So yes, this I will say is end of part 1, where I have been showing you all the traditional stuff. You can of course also wear lighter colors, so like light brown or white or whatever you think is your color or your types, bolder colors, etc. But in the next part 2 of this one, I will then show you some of the more bolder colors and patterns and combinations that I will use as well. It can again be a fine option on the office, but it does depend what your office setting saying. If you have like a dress code in your office, we have a dress code now at my office who is pretty neutral-ish and quite accepting for a lot of stuff. So I will also be using bolder colors, I'll be using bolder patterns and bolder shoes for that matter. And I will show you a few of those ones in the next one. So, because this one is getting so long, I will say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. Please, if you like what you've seen today, then please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon. Also, if you know anybody who can benefit from this, then share, please. If you have any ideas for new videos, something that you would like to ask or see, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much. So, see you next time.